Welcome back, guys. Here we go. There we go. Game number 2 now between Tutsis and Gust 5 in the winners bracket semi-finals. And Tutsis, well, they took the game 1 in a pretty big fashion. Maru, what did you think about that one?
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting clash of styles, objective-based kind of composition versus maybe a bit more team fight orientated. Tutsis obviously came out on top. They got a lot of nice picks. I think maybe Gust and 5 weren't rotating. Maybe.
Yep.
Just well enough, and also Tutsis set up some nice traps as well with the web weavers when they came into play. They were really kind of positioning their guys well, catching their opponents off guard. So that's what really kind of won them the game.
There you go. We're going to kick it off on the left-hand side. And the blue-hand side, it is Gust 5 fighting for the survival. It's going to be Kavia on Muradin, Kruven on Ufa, Inagon on Falstead, Kana on Kerrigan, and John on Greymane. What's going to be on the red-hand side for Tutsis this time around?
Against time on the Thrall, Jaddy on Zagara, Revoltasov on the Li Ming, Luminum on Rhaegar, and Penta Unleashed on the Dahaka.
Oh, aggression level 1 shot away. Gust 5 coming out the doors. They're angry. They want to win this game, Maru. They take up the kill straight away on towards Thrall. They're not mucking around.
Yeah, really nicely done. Interesting composition, though. We've got a Kerrigan and a Greymane here in play for Gust 5.
Yeah, look at that. The aggression actually comes out as the Kerrigan lands a combo. The stun sees these follow-ups from both the Muradin and the Ufa, but they don't find the kill that time. Luminum's ready and waiting with that chain heal, tops up the Li Ming. And we can already see in the top lane, it's going to be an interesting one. Both teams, or both players in this top-hand side, both have global objectives. They can both tunnel and fly. But you can see KV now posturing around. He's looking to try and get a sneaky assassin gank. He's got Arcana coming across as well. Are they going to find the kill? They're looking for him. The Stormbolt connects. The combo connects too. So much damage coming across. But the Maru connects. The heal already comes on through. Li Ming's joined the party. Are they going to find a kill? Actually, the drag comes onto Arcana. The fight turns completely sour. It looks like Tutsis actually find the kill.
Extremely well played by Penta Unleashed there, using the Stasis and Burrow at the perfect time. Li Ming coming in as well from the mid lane to help out in that tongue to finish it off, to seal the deal with the towers. Super well done. Slight overextension though by the Kerrigan there. Kind of unfortunate.
Oh, Penta Unleashed actually burrows into mid lane, which is very aggressive by him. So we're going to see how this one pans out, but nothing really substantiates from it. Faust is still sitting pretty in the top lane as he tries to soak, and you can see the first shrine is now about to activate in 5 seconds time.
Yeah, I mean, Gust 5 with their heavy frontline composition, it could really favor this map could really favor them because both teams are kind of forced to come in around the shrines, and that really kind of allows the melee guys to really get in there, not only to work on the objective, but when your enemies rotate in, you can really kind of force the engagement really easily. So this could be pretty interesting.
That's it. You can see Gust 5 finding a nice little pick from the bot lane there. They take out Zagara. They're going to rotate to the top lane now. Zagara has respawned. Obviously, it is early game, so nothing really to worry about so far, but that does give them the advantage to start off this shrine. So they're straight into it. They're already taken out 6 skulls. Well, you can see Tutsis already took 14 as they had that sort of top advantage for the meantime there. And Zagara now rocks up to lane. So you can see KJ sitting in his bush, sitting pretty. The totem comes across to try and get a bit of vision as against some leads to chase. He's got the totem across onto him. He's got the lightning shield too. Arcana dropping extremely low. He gets taken out. But it's a 1-for-1 trade as both Thrall and Kerrigan disappear in towards that fight as the command for that top shrine begins to take shape, Maru.
Really nicely done by Tutsis there. I mean, we can see KVA really in position to set up a trap, but the Li Ming poking through the vents here to really kind of spot what was happening before they moved in.
Oh, I can see them over there trying to actually get a kill towards Luminum. It doesn't actually happen this time, and Aegon dropped really low. Oh, the Arcane. Oh, wow, I got really excited there. The Arcane Orb dropping him very low, but he just gets up by the skin of his teeth. And it looks like we actually might see Tutsis here picking up the very first one. They got 31 skulls, soon to be 36. And it looks to be that Tutsis are going to kick us off with the very first shrine. It's going to be actually a frozen Punisher for them. And actually, well, looking at them, they've already committed 3 members on towards this night camp. So they're going to pick up the Shaman camp and try and get a little bit more value out of this one.
Yeah, I like it. Why not wait? Your opponents can't really do anything because as soon as they try and commit to the objectives again, you just need to kill one guy. And then you just steal it away. So I really like the fact that they're waiting, getting extra value, as you said, out of this first Punisher. Yeah,
there you go. They pick it up just in time. So now the Punisher's being picked up. The wave clear has obviously gone through as well. It looks like Gust 5 are going to respond by picking up the old Spearmen in the bot-hand side to try and push through mid. And you're going to try and trade out mercenaries.
You really don't want to just be caught in a position where you're constantly defending and only replying to what your opponents are doing. So getting a little bit eking a little bit out of those mercenaries would be really nice.
Oh, Kane is so deep so early on. He actually jumps in, tries to tank on the entire world, but he just gets punished. Not even by the Punisher. The Frozen Orb came across, but it wasn't even enough. He had 4 members wailing on towards him. Gets taken out completely for free, and well, there you go. Tutsis hit level 7 first. Gust and 5 now respond to this one, but going to lose a full in this top-hand side.
Yeah, this first push with the Punisher getting a lot done, especially, you know, with the Houndmaster camp, to really allow them to push further here. They get the first fort. You know, usually you don't see the Punisher getting that much done, you know, but as we talked about before, that mercenary camp really adding so much value to that push here. Now nearly a full level advantage on this side of Tutsis. Really good job of maximizing, you know, the profit out of that the first Punisher.
Yeah, so level 7. Both teams obviously have acquired it right now. Looking at the talent tiers, is there anything that really jumps out of the next? Anything too surprising?
No, nothing too insane. Greymane build though is slightly altered.
But I'll tell you what, it is insane, Maru. Actually, the kill goes on towards Frala's actually trying to contest on towards his bottom spearman camp. And there goes the burrow as Kriven takes a bulk of the damage. As Ufa, the tongue comes across, he gets taken out straight away. And KV uses the Stormbolt defensively. The Hoofer in that Eternal Devotion form, topping out everybody as he can see fit. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Frau for Ufa, and it is in favour right now, arguably, for Tutsis, as they are still a 1 level lead ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking they could even sustain this push just because their opponent's support did go down, so the sustainability of a team fight would be lower for the side of Gust and 5, but it looks like they're just going to, you know, move over to the Mercs, take that transition over to the mid lane, clear those waves, and really kind of keep their EXP advantage while they wait for the next shrine here.
Wow, look at this, Maru. Pendra Unleashed being so aggressive. He actually comes in for the invade to check what actually Gust and 5 are up to. They're about to hit 10.5 a level, but he's still going in. The camp is actually going to be picked up. Oh, beautiful burrow as he completely jukes a Stormbolt CC combo coming out of both Muradin and the Kerrigan there, but you know, he's just going to back away, gives some important vision for them. They had the Spearman pushing in the mid lane. They pick up these 2 towers. Level 10 is surely going to be theirs in no time whatsoever.
Yeah, they really want to get that and then work on the shrine here. You know, that really kind of locks their opponents out of any possibility of really contesting the objective. Oh, but the Zagara nearly getting...
Beautiful Ancestral really comes out onto Zagara there, really denying them from getting the kill. Oh, the Maw comes out too, as they try and get a pick on towards the Kerrigan. The tongue's going to come across. Oh, beautiful cleanse to deny anything, but the Sundering is perfect. Once again, Ufa is the first casualty. Oh, followed closely by the Falstead. He drops like mincemeat. That's a 2-0 trade. Once again, Tutsis in a really good position right now, as they now siege on towards that mid fort.
Really nice Lee Min play there, really utilizing her resets and her ultimate, really getting a lot of damage done on multiple targets. That's exactly what you want to do with a ranged DPS like Lee Min here. Now they're going to transition over to the shrine, start working on these, and it's pretty much a guaranteed second Punisher for the side of Tutsis, as they also have, you know, a 2-level advantage. It's a really big deal, especially in this stage of the game.
Yeah, definitely, Maru. You can see 9-11, obviously not linking to the tragedy that did happen in America, but you can see right now, looking at the DPS, 18k coming out from the Lee Bang. Obviously such a powerhouse on this map. Arguably one of her weaker maps, but still doing so much work as the damage comes across into the cleanse instantly. With that hesitation pop, the tongue comes out, but it doesn't hit anything. And like you said there, Maru, looks like Tutsis is going to pick up this second Punisher absolutely uncontested.
Yeah, I mean, none of the ults went down there for Gust and 5, so they're kind of saving this for the inevitable push that's going to come with this Punisher. I like that choice. You don't want to be trying to defend, you know, a 5-man push with a Punisher without any ultimates here.
Yeah, look at this. You can see John Cena punching on. He's down to 40%. He's punching on towards this tower. He's definitely going to pick this one up as the rest of Tutsis are working on towards this fort. Are they going to try and force the aggression? Right, they do have 2 levels up. There goes the Sundering. They're coming on for more. Oh, that Gust comes to the Feral Spirit connects. Beautiful Gust coming out from an Aegon, really denying any further chase up there from Tutsis. But, you know, level 13 wasn't shy. It was very close there for Tutsis. And they're going to basically just finish this engagement off by taking the enemy Shaman, or actually the enemy Spearman camp.
Yeah, I mean, Gust and 5 are really on the back foot, and that's not a place you want to be with a brawl composition like this, where you've got 4 melee characters in your composition. It's super difficult to come back into a game when your whole game plan was to brawl, to get good fights early on, and you know, with Tutsis just being ahead throughout this game, it's a really difficult order, a tall order for Gust and 5 here.
Yeah, you can see right now Falstad in the top hand side trying to even out this level deficit, but you can see obviously Dahaki there having absolutely none of it. He's going to join into the fray. He's going to clear out that XP with no problem whatsoever. Level 13 now picked up by them. Once again, still a 2 at level advantage right now there for the Tutsis. And they might look to once again try and punch on, really force that talent to advantage and make work of it. They've been doing a great job so far. Can they keep up that impactful case of the events as they go on towards the mid-hand side? There goes the Moore without any hesitation whatsoever. Against time coming in, he does have the Sun Ring. Actually, no, he does not have the Sun Ring available, but there goes the Divine Shield without hesitation. The air combo from Kerrigan does not connect the Storm, but does though. KV trying to actually jump into the mix. He does actually force up the Thunder Clap. The Dwarven Toss comes across too, and Pentralish is still chasing on. He's looking for the tongue. The tongue comes out groove and beautifully jukes it with the Tango step there as the Arcanaught does hit, but they don't really find anything with this level 13 advantage.
Yeah, I mean, nice job by Gust and 5 to avoid.
Oh, but they do, Maru. There goes the Sun Ring. Everything's just gone absolutely balls to the wall. KVA jumps out there with the Dwarven Toss, but it's a 1-for-0 trade. Gust and 5 find a little cheeky pick there towards the Zagara, and that's exactly what they need to try and find themselves getting back into this game.
That's exactly what Gust and 5 want to be doing here. You know, the Kerrigan and the Greyman just jumping in there, just deleting a single character and then jumping back out. It's exactly what they want to do in a situation like this where they're at a level disadvantage, but you know, if they can get the jump on the squishier characters of their opponent's team, that's definitely a good way to try and come back into this.
Yeah, that's it. And you can see Anagon once again trying to really utilize and abuse that global advantage that they have on their side. He's sitting in the bottom lane for the meantime. The rest of Gust and 5 as a 4-man stack now are postured for mid, and the Shrine now is active. It's down to 13. You can really see Kerrigan trying to really abuse the power that she has in this map. You can see here, just jumping onto those Skull minions and really just taking them out without absolutely any problem whatsoever. Gavier really just jumps into the fight really aggressively. He comes across on towards the Zagara, but the attention now has focused on towards the Thrall. The Exhaust has already come across. Street Blade doing so much work. Thrall deleted. The Disintegrate comes across. The Burrow from Pentaronish as well, trying to do as much as he can. The stun comes through. They actually the isolation was chucked out, but it doesn't actually connect with anybody. And then Nagon, Falstad deleted. It's a 2, well actually it's a 1-for-1 trade. I actually correct myself there, but it's not finished there, Maru. What is actually happening right now in the Shrine?
I mean, Tutsis are really kind of extending their lead here on the objective. Falstad slightly out of position on that last fight. He was totally in front of the rest of his allies there. Oh, Maw used defensively to keep the Zagara alive. Nicely done. But I wonder when Tutsis are going to come back into this shrine here.
Well, you can really see, Maru. I mean, they've already got the mercenary camp as they got the shaman camp pushing top. Now it's working towards that keep. They have the Harker in the bot lane split pushing as well. It looks almost as if they're trying to just greedily abuse the fact that they have such a strong advantage. They actually get the Punisher, but they got the split pushing both top and bot. They're trying to hit 16 as quickly as possible and really just cement this advantage right the way home.
Yeah, even stealing their opponent's hard camp now. This is, you know, exactly what you want to do when you're ahead in levels or even objectives. And now I think they're probably going to meet up in mid when this Punisher starts punching on this wall. But it looks like they're just content to do a 5-man push up at top here.
Oh my, there goes the Sundering as KVA jumps into the fold. He's got 4 members on towards him. There goes the heal as the Gust comes out too. And they're going super deep. Forced a barrel across as he tries to get out from that one. Okay, nobody's in the front there. He's trying to actually get some engagement going across. He's a bit concerned though because they're not 16. They don't want to force this fight without the level deficit. But you can see the Punisher already working on towards this keep in the mid lane. And it looks like Tutsis pick up this top keep for absolute free whatsoever. So, you know, Gust and 5, they're not out from this game, but they're a little bit hindered. There goes the combo, does connect there with the Thrall. The stun comes out from Uther, but once again the Ancestral comes across, completely negating any engage, and really substantiating there by Gust and 5.
I really like the way Tutsis, you know, use that Punisher. The Punisher was going mid, they went top, and it really forces Gust and 5 to choose. Do they clear the Punisher and allow, you know, the 5-man push to clear the top fortifications, or do they try and go for a team fight, which is bad in itself because they were at a level disadvantage. They didn't have the level 16 talent, so that was excellently played by Tutsis, kind of, you know, guaranteeing that they came out on top after that Punisher there.
Wow, look at this, Maru. They're going for the invade. They know that they had the advantage. They're obviously still 16 above what Gust and 5 have, so they're just going to basically aggressively just walk in without any fear whatsoever. Just take that enemy spear camp, pick it up. It's going to push on through mid as well. And I mean, you can see 40 minutes into this game. Let's have a quick look at the damage board. 34k, soon to be 35k, coming out at Li Ming, obviously the MVP right now, and only closely mirrored by the Foul stat on 21k. Such a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, it really just reflects on... It's a reflection of how this game has gone thus far. Tutsis just really kind of got the lead early on, haven't let go. Nice tongue, but Kerrigan does manage to get out of there unscathed.
Yeah, looks like they're going to start working on towards this keep. Yeah, for sure. As they're going to work on towards this. This is definitely mid's beef. It goes and drops and dies. And obviously, only the bottom keep is now available. The Shrine is actually active in the bot hand side. They still have a minion wave pushing in the bot lane for them. Depends what they want to do. They might actually carry on the siege in bot lane. Whilst the Shrine still powers up, still 20 seconds to go. They obviously got these members hanging in that bush there. They're going to find the phase check as the isolation goes straight on towards Kerrigan. The Moor comes across, but the Divine Shield completely negates when the combo comes across. They're trying to burst on towards the go. The Ancestral comes across, but it's not enough. He dies. John's still diving in. He's trying to get the kill, but he has to disengage quickly. They're still looking for more. They take out Fra. Beautiful play there by Gust. 5. It's currently a 2, well actually a 3-0 trade in their favour. They're still looking for more. Revolve the Soul running away, hunting for his life. The Hark is completely borrowed away, starting the mercenary camp, and you can see here Li Ming is going to get out completely unscathed, but this is exactly what Gust 5 need to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, Tutsis trying to set a trap there, you know, hiding the Dahaka as well as a Rhaegar in the steam vent, but actually Gust 5 somehow managed to turn that fight around. You know, the Divine Shield on the Kerrigan when she dropped super low, you know, that was really good because it really negated the DPS that they were pumping into that single target. And there just wasn't a good enough follow-up there. Rhaegar did, you know, tried his best to keep the Zagara alive, but she went down first. It just wasn't enough healing. And this game is actually starting to look pretty good for Gust and Fiverr. They get that first Punisher of the game. They do really need to be careful, though. I mean, mid and top are just consistently going to be minion pushed, and they need to be careful as this Punisher is out on the map to not lose sight of the fact that that's going to be happening.
Yeah, exactly. You can say that exactly as you can see the minion wave obviously starting to push in there with the catapults. They've got minions pushing in too, so something to keep on their radar, but they're going to start beginning the siege in the right hand side. The Mortal Punisher already dropped down to 60%. And they're beginning to siege on towards this full. Kerrigan aggressively going in for the combo, but Burrow instantly popped without hesitation on towards Speculation. It's not going to be enough. The Hugger drops as the Thrall comes out with the Sundering. The Gust completely negates anything from following it up from it. They still chase on for more. Jetty aggressively pushing to the side. He's got the flank. He actually turns around for the Banelings. Is that going to be the thing that actually kills him? Oh. It is. They turn into Zagara as well. Why did he turn around for the Banelings? I don't know why, but he pays the price. Once again, a 2-0 trade in favour of Gust 5, and they're trying to start finding their momentum really in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they got a little too cocky there, I think. You know, it just all started from that trap down at bottom, and now, you know, with the Punisher being capitalized on extremely well by Gust and 5, they actually have a level advantage over their opponent, and this actually means that they might actually get level 20 talents before their opponent. And if they can do that, they can really try and come back.
Oh, but they're not finished there, Maru. The kill goes on towards against time. It looks like as the Ancestral comes across the end. Oh, the Divine Shield perfectly there by Cruven to deny John from dying, but they do another quick kill on towards the throne, and they might keep abusing this power threshold as they go towards the Shaman, or actually the Spear Camp. I get very confused by this one, but oh, look at this. I think he get punished. Pentralish comes in there with the Burrow. He goes in straight on towards the Nagel, but he's actually going to deny it completely. Looks like well, Gust 5 just too low on both mana and HP reserves to really contest this one. And Tutsis say, no, this is our camp. Do not try and steal it. It is ours.
Yeah, well spotted by Tutsis, by the side of Tutsis. They were able to push that back with 3 members versus the 4, because as you said, you know, Gust 5 were super low on the mana. The health isn't as significant, but the mana especially, just because, you know, their Uther just really couldn't keep up the heals, and, you know, if a fight happened there, despite the fact that it was a 3v4, it probably would have gone in favor of Tutsis. So nice play there by Gust 5, keeping their composure, and now with the level 20 talents ready to go, they're just kind of sneaking, you know, in between the mid and bottom lane to try and perhaps get another pick here.
Yeah, we can see that. They've hit level 20 first, half a level now above Tutsis. It's the first time in this game they've actually been ahead, which is great news for them. But, you know, once again, these mercenaries just really harping on through. Bot, mid, and top all pushing in against them. And they're in a bit of an interesting situation. Do they go for the kills? Do they go for the base defense? Right now, they're actually going to go and push on this mid-hand side. Oh, no more comes across the bar. It hits on towards 2. Kerrigan dropped that completely. He actually jumps in for the combo, but the Gust comes out. And bit of a split decision there by Gust 5. As now they're forced to actually back away. The Shrine now is active, but what? They're actually going in for more. Arcana actually gets the face check. The Divine Shield comes out without hesitation. Oh, so much damage is actually coming across onto John, but the Frau, the first one to drop from this fight. They're still looking for more. KVA jumps in there with the Avatar. He's popped. Arcana's on the flank. He's looking for more. KVA taking on 2. The Stormbite doesn't connect. So the beautiful blink comes across on towards the Leeming. The Ancestral connects. It doesn't mean that Leeming's going to die just yet. The tongue on towards Ufa. He runs for his life. He's going to drop for sure. Eternal Devotion's going to keep everybody topped up as much as he can. The heals come out towards Falstad. The heals come out towards onto Muradin. They're trying to go for the kill, but they're not going to find anything, Maru.
Very interesting that Tutsis actually lost out in that fight. That Thrall Sundering just stunned three of the members of Gust and 5, but they managed to turn that fight around. Really nicely done on their side. The Kerrigan play has to be commended here by Arcana for sure. Getting in there, it's a lot of times it's super difficult to play, you know, a melee assassin like Kerrigan.
Beautiful Bottle Storm actually comes across there, Maru, as they try and force the fight. The kills was basically trying to come across onto Haka, but a beautiful Burrow once again. Oh wow, look at that. Their forced aggression turns on towards Kerrigan. They're looking for more now. Look at this. Tootsie's super hungry. The isolation comes across. It's onto Ufet. That means he can't heal the Falstad. He drops. It's a 2-0 trade right now. It's actually a 2-for-1, but the drag comes on and it's going to take out KV for sure, but no, not without a trade. There goes Li Ming. It's now a complete scrap fest as they turn their attention on towards Jetty. He's dropping super low. Oh, the thunder from Thrall. He comes across, he cleans up the work. That means it's a complete ace now for Gust and 5. It looks like Tutsi's going to start working on towards the score. This has to be game.
Yeah, I mean, with the catapults here as well to tank for them, this is definitely going to be game on the side of Tutsis. Really nicely played. Looked like they might have thrown it away for a second there, but managing to get some really nice team fights going for themselves and bringing them, you know, kind of bringing them back into the game for the second time. And now it looks like they're working on the core. Will they be able to finish it off? I mean, the death timers are nearly back, but no, it's just not going to be in time.
It's just not going to be enough there, Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, really looking at the DPS, 73k coming out the Li Ming. Pretty much double what Falstad was able to bring to the table. It's, well, it's just an unquestionable lead. There's not really much you can do when Li Ming really gets that snowball advantage. Game 2 goes in favour of Tutsis, and they're going to proceed on through this winners bracket as Gust and 5 now drop into the losers bracket to face off against Fusion.